Been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. Well, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
This is Silver and Blue Nation, the voice of the fans. Here's Big Game James and producer G.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. What's up, everybody? Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James,
producer G.
We are back. It's time to get a dub. It's my birthday weekend. Hey.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to my son. It was his birthday yesterday. Shout out to my son, Marcus. Kid Columbus. He performed at the Voodoo last night, did his thing, and killed it. My birthday will be tomorrow. Let's get a W for my birthday so I don't be pissed and angry, because you will hear a rant. I'm not going to try to go hard if we do lose, but I'm still going to go hard.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you all tuning in right now on Facebook Live and YouTube, checking us out for this Cowboys Jaguars pregame show as we get set to take on Blake Bortles here at 425 on CBS. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Let me jump in with some shout-outs before we get into some keys to success from Big Game James. But I'm looking on Facebook Live right now. We've got Jabino in there, Lizette, Jakara, Ryan Dyes in there. Appreciate you. Lisa Loop, Melvin Harris, Arthur Lugro, Mama T, Raymond, Wiseman Santana, Stephen Arthur Vondell, Lee Norman. What's going on, everybody? Eric Kashani. And then over here on YouTube, a few shout-outs. Santana Louie, the first one in there. He says, what's cracking, Big Game James and G.
Appreciate the birthday wishes.
Lamont Tinley, Trey Craig, Young Tenacious, Daniel Meza.
Send money.
All you guys over here commenting. Stevie Mac 23, Cold Milk 72. Got to love the YouTube names. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and jumping in here with us as we get set for this game today.
Can somebody, while we're talking about this game, can somebody give me the score of the Buffalo Bills-Houston Texans game? Because that's going to be big to me, because Buffalo scored and they were winning the game. Somebody please show that score, because if the Buffalo Bills win, we're going to talk about that too, how rookie quarterback just beat the Houston Texans and we couldn't beat them. That's all.
Aaron on YouTube says fire Garrett. A lot of people are going to be saying that. We're definitely going to jump into some talk about that today. As well as we get set for the game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some of your keys to victory for today. So what do you think coming off that loss last week? How you think they should bounce back, and what are some keys today?
Keys to the game. I mean, this is one of those weird games because you have a quarterback who I'm not scared of, Blake Bortles, who is, to me, is whack. You know, a couple years ago, 2016, remember when we had the Black and White Sports Report, we were talking about he could be one of the who's who type guys. That fell off. He threw for 4,000 yards, and ever since then he's been pretty much garbage. The biggest thing for me is we have to establish the run with Zeke. He is our main offensive threat, but once again, we have to continue to move the chains. That's one of my main keys is move the chains. It can't be long, 2nd and 8, getting stopped on first down, and it's 2nd and 9. We're in long 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. We can't be long down in distance today. We got to be in manageable positions. We're going to get a tough defense. You know they're going to be trying to stop Zeke. They got Darius. They got Malik Jackson up front, Calais Campbell, Telvin Smith, Miles Jack. They got the great secondary back there. So they have the top-ranked defense out there. So we need to establish the run, but once again, this has to be a Dak Prescott game. I don't care what we keep talking about back and forth as far as what we need to do with Ezekiel Elliott as far as establishing the runs. Dak Prescott has to make plays. We have to be able to move the ball in the air, and I think if we do that, we should really beat this team. Nobody is really scared of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have Blake Bortles. Leonard Fournette is not playing the game. TJ Yeldon is somebody to watch out for, but once again, Blake Bortles. That's all I have to keep going back to, Blake Bortles. He's not anybody that can scare anybody. He had 5 turnovers last week, a career high, threw 4 interceptions, was sacked 4 times, hit 11 times. I looked at a stat right now about Blake Bortles, G. Since 2017, he has 8 touchdowns and 13 interceptions on the road. So what does that tell you? He's not that good on the road. So pressure this guy, get after him make mistakes early, and let's get the ball off turnovers. I think we definitely need, if you're talking about another key for the game, is getting turnovers on the defensive side. Blake Bortles, he was having a problem. Jeremy Parnell, who used to play with us, and Josh I believe Jackson, the other offensive tackle, are not that good. D Ford and Houston were killing them yesterday. So we got to get pressure. We have to attack them. Blitz Blake Bortles. Do not be scared of Blake Bortles. You feel me, G? Attack him and blitz him. There is no reason why you should be scared of anything about Blake Bortles. So you should be dialing up pressure on him every single freaking down. We don't be scared of him. This is a game we should win. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the receivers for the Jacksonville, like D.D. Westbrook and those
DJ
guys.
Chark.
Yeah, those guys right there. Those are some scary guys, and if we can't contain and we can't get pressure on them, like you said. But it is, one coming off a week with a loss, so it's due for another win. You know how it goes with Jason Garrett and the Cowboys. We're 8-8, so that's the type of coach he is. So we're due for a win this week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pull it out, but. You and I were talking off air about some stuff.
Weapons.
Yeah.
Let me bring a quick stat to you guys.
Some people in here kind of saying some stuff that we were saying off the air. You said you didn't really want to talk about it, but
what do you want to talk about?
Talking about losing games.
I mean, yeah, we were talking about it off air, folks. We'll just keep it real. We only keep it real here in Silver Blue Nation. If you want to go to a Cowboys page that keeps it fake and talks about unicorns and rainbows, you should go to that page because it's going to talk about everything hunky-dory that's beautiful and lovely with the Dallas Cowboys. Here at Silver Blue Nation, we only talk the real, okay? We love our Cowboys. That's why we're passionate. I'm going to bring up one thing. I love my son, but if my son is doing bad grades, he's going to get a whooping. He's going to get talked to. We're going to have conversations. We're going to get that right. Does that mean I don't love my son? No, that means I love my son because I'm going off on him, right, G? So we only tell it real here. In our hearts, we're like we want to lose games. We don't want to lose games in our hearts because we want to win, but it's almost like if we continue to win, Garrett is going to continue to stay. I don't want him in there any longer. And Garrett always has these fight back games where he comes back and wins, and then Jerry Jones is like, see, we're okay. We're not okay, and we're going to be deceived. We're not winning with Garrett one more time. I want him gone. I don't care about Linehan neither, but the main core is Jason Garrett. Linehan can go too, but last year we were talking about getting rid of freaking Rob Marinelli. So Cowboys do knee-jerk situations, but at the end of the day, Jason Garrett has been here longer than Scott Linehan. Is that correct? And that's the biggest key to me because we're not winning with him. And I just don't want to see it anymore with him. You feel me? I don't want to see it. And another little quick stat. Remember when we were talking about weapons, how the Cowboys don't have any weapons? Well, there's two people that we could have had that I brought up on the page. I brought up Eric Ebron from the Detroit Lions, and people were jumping on me like, no, he's inconsistent. He ain't nobody. But we got Blake Jarwin, we got Rico Gathers, and we got Jeff Swain. But guess what? I looked at an interesting stat right quick, and Eric Ebron has 6 receiving touchdowns in 6 games with the Colts. He's had 11 touchdowns in 4 seasons with the Lions. It's all how you use him. He's blowing up over there in Indianapolis. You know why? Because Andrew Luck is using him. Josh Gordon, we could have used him. We could have used him, right? Oh, but we're worried about because he had off-field problems, this and that, but we're keeping David Irvin and his off-field problems. We need an offensive threat. He was cheap. He wanted to come to the Cowboys. If he would have acted up and did anything stupid, we don't have any obligation to him, and we're not going to have a big contract for him. So that's Eric Ebron, and that's Josh Gordon, who you could have had on your roster that could have made your team a lot better as far as on the offensive side, and we wouldn't have been screaming. We know about Ezekiel Elliott. We talked about it off air that Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have anything to prove. Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have anything to prove with the Dallas Cowboys. He's already rushed for 1,600 yards. He's already rushed for 1,000 yards last year on half a season. He's still the leading rusher in the NFL. So Ezekiel Elliott does not have to prove anything in Dallas, but Dak Prescott does. So when Ezekiel Elliott gets stuff, we don't have to cry about Ezekiel Elliott because we know what he can do. When the Dak Prescott doesn't make plays, we still wonder what Dak Prescott gonna do. So this has to come down to a game for Dak Prescott, Scott Linehan making good play calling, and Dak Prescott making the plays in the passing game, and that's the only way we're going to win. If that does not happen, we are going to be 2-4 today.
Want to appreciate everybody who's checking us out on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're getting ready to come over to some of your comments, give you some shout-outs. And matter of fact, I see one right now I want to take. Dino watching on Facebook Live. Appreciate you, Dino, every week. Yes, where has the first-round draft pick Taco Charlton been at? You said it yourself before we were talking off air.
Yep.
1 sack, and because we were looking at T.J. Watt.
Yep.
So what do you think about that? I mean, you've been saying he's not going to be the big double-digit sack guy, but 1 sack, we're almost halfway through the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I mean, It's frustrating because he had a would-be sack I think last week, and he almost had a would-be sack against the Seattle Seahawks, but he tripped. But would-be, coulda, shoulda don't work in the NFL. I said he wasn't going to be a 10 to 15 sack guy. I said he may be about a 7 to 8 sack guy. But at the end of the day, he still needs to produce, and he hasn't. Randy Gregory has not produced. Now you got DeMarcus Lawrence with a partially torn labrum he's been playing with, so he's not at full strength. So Taco Charlton and Randy Gregory need to step up, but especially Taco Charlton, he needs to step up. We're just talking off air. We're looking at TJ Watt. He's got like 5 or 6 sacks right now, and you got Taco Charlton with only 1. He needs to have at least 2 or 3 sacks, and he has played better in the run game, but as our first round pick, and he's got bulked up, he's had higher aspirations, and with DeMarcus Lawrence not being at full strength, Taco Charlton has to make a difference right now. I've been bleeding you, Taco, and you need to step up right now. I can't keep making excuses for you. There's no excuses. He can get mad when I seen John Owen made a video about him and he on Twitter, and he didn't like the comment, but at the end of the day, you can't get mad at that. You Cowboys players or any player can't be mad at people being critical of you when you're not producing. Facts.
Appreciate you tuning in. Daniel Candelero on Facebook Live. Annette's in there. Stephen Arthur. Cowboys Mart. Will Richards. You guys tune in every week. We appreciate you. Jop Young. He says, if we lose today, will a change be made this week? Jop Young asked that.
No, I don't think Jerry Jones will make any change. And I'm going to tell you, if you go look out on my page right quick, I told everybody that this way it would go. That Linehan will be the first one to go. He's not going to fire Garrett first. Linehan's going to be the first one to go. And then
could that happen this week, though?
I don't think it'll happen this week. I think if we lose again, like a next week game, and we're like 2-5, that's when I think a head may roll with Linehan, and then Jason Garrett will take over the play calling duties, and then it will be up to Garrett. Then everybody will watch the eyes on him. But as I heard from Ed Warder, remember Ed Warder, who basically reported for the Cowboys? He said that Chris Richard and Dak Prescott were the main ones that were safe, and everybody else, if the season goes bad, heads would roll. You'll probably move Rob Marinelli to a different maybe spot, but Richard is somebody who they really love, and they're going to look at Dak Prescott as, and well, if we get rid of Garrett and Linehan, let's bring in a whole new staff and see what we can do with Dak. They're going to give Dak another chance with a new staff. So Dak Prescott isn't going to go anywhere, so we might as well forget about that, because Jerry Jones really wants Dak Prescott to succeed just like he wanted Jason Garrett, and we saw how that has been going. When he wants somebody to succeed, he's going to keep him in there because he's a hand-picked person by Jerry Jones.
Over here on Facebook Live, Chaz Jewell says, why is Bryce Butler not playing? So
yeah, I mean,
why did they even re-sign him?
I'm flabbergasted. I want to find out the inside scoop, and I will try to find out for y'all. I don't want to just throw something out there. I want to find the inside scoop. I mean, we brought him back. I mean, Dallas Cowboys brought him back for a reason. He had a good rapport with Dak Prescott. He was a deep threat that we wanted, and it was a good connection. But 2 games? He's been here 4 games, and 2 games he's been inactive. He didn't even get in. He got 1 play last week on a Hail Mary against the Texans and barely played against the Detroit Lions. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We need receiver help. And I just don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's not putting in the work, if he's being lazy. That's what we need to find out. But to me, it still doesn't make sense. You still got Sean Lee out. They said he was going to be out 2 to 4 weeks, and it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing.
Hey, that's why Vander Esch was drafted when you talk about Sean Lee.
Right.
Ryan Dye and Eric Kashani giving us updates. The Houston Texans got a pick 6 and won the game. So Houston wins. They're on a 3-game winning streak now.
But here's the thing. They got a pick 6 on a rookie, but Buffalo was balling with them until the very end. That's the disconcerting thing, is that a rookie quarterback with the Buffalo Bills, who really don't have any hope, were taking the Texans down to the wire and could have beat them if it wasn't for interception. So that's what we have to look at. We're supposed to have a playoff-type team, and then you see our team like the Texans go play Buffalo Bills, and then they barely beat them. This is not going to be any type of excuse for us. If we go against the Jacksonville Jaguars, people talk about the Jaguars like they're a Super Bowl team. No, they're not. You know why they're not a Super Bowl team? Because they have Blake Bortles. And that's the true reason. That's why. And they got deceived last year when they went to the AFC Championship and they re-signed Blake Bortles to like a 5-year deal. I don't know why they did that. Why did they do that? Because they were deceived and thinking that the offensive coordinator can save him. Blake Bortles is not taking you to a Super Bowl, Jacksonville Jaguars, and that's just the facts, buddy.
all of you commenting on our YouTube channel. We appreciate you there. I'm definitely going to come over to you as well. Right now, I'm just kind of looking through Facebook. Then I'm going to jump to YouTube. We're going to be here with you up just till about kickoff. Just wanted to give a few more. Actually, before I go through and give a few more shout-outs, let me ask you a question, because I have seen this come up a few times in the comments here.
All right.
Is there a wide receiver? We talked about Amari Cooper. Is there a guy that they might be interested in? Will Richards says maybe Devontae Parker from Miami. Is there a guy that you think could help? I personally don't believe it's going to make a difference, but if there was a guy, do you think there's someone out there that the Cowboys should look at?
I think there is. It can make a difference because you have a more explosive, but the whole point is, will they do it? You know how much Dallas loves their draft picks. They're stingy with them draft picks. They don't want to give them away. So it's hard for me to see him plugging or going out for Devontae Parker. I threw it out there multiple times about Amari Cooper, but will they really do it because they love those draft picks? I mean, Amari Cooper is still young. I think Amari Cooper, if he came to our team, he would make a difference because now you have somebody who is explosive and can help out Dak. We don't have anybody who's explosive on our receiving core. I like Cole Beasley, but Cole Beasley is not explosive. But I do believe Cole Beasley can get open. If Cole Beasley was with somebody else, I guarantee Cole Beasley would be catching about 80 passes. If he was with a good type of offensive system and a quarterback could get him the ball, Cole Beasley would catch the ball. But in our offensive system, which is trash, it seems like, and just seems like it's not helping Dak Prescott, nothing is going to help. But if we had a dynamic receiver, I believe it will give some kind of hope on our offense, because right now, when you look at who Dak Prescott has to throw to, does he have to throw to that gives you hope that we can make a play?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, think about it. If we're really talking about it, Dak Prescott has played bad, but if you really look at it, if it's a third down, who does Dak who can Dak go to?
Well, it would have been like a Jason Witten in a short yardage
but it's not. But I'm talking about right now.
Man, we can't even get into a third and short situation. We can't get in front of the chains at all this season so far. So
but you feel me? But
we can't even find out yet.
You tell me one person who you would think he could go to on third down.
I mean, you would think it would be Beasley, based on what happened in 16.
It would be only Beasley.
Just haven't seen that.
You feel me?
Raymond and Collazo and Wiseman Santana, Cowboy Mar, Eric Kashani, they all update us telling
Skins
us
won.
The Redskins
Hell
won.
yeah.
Terry Turner's in there. Appreciate you jumping in.
And they have Gruden.
Terry, yes, Gruden.
He sucks.
Yeah, man.
He sucks, man. And
it's hard to find a good coach, really.
The NFC East right now is terrible. Right now, the NFC East is terrible. We should be taking advantage of the NFC East being terrible right now, especially with the early season woes, and we're not even taking advantage of it. That's what's so frustrating, that we have to keep on still going on with this. Like Cowboys fans, let's really talk to each other. Do you really have hope? We can jump up and dance, but do you really have hope that we can go through and make a run? This is a time that we need to make a run. We're playing against some AFC teams that are okay. Texans, we should have won that game. This is a game we definitely should win. I'm not scared of the Jacksonville Jaguars, especially with Blake Bortles, especially with Leonard Fournette being out, especially with the Chiefs going after them and him turning the ball over 5 times. I'm not scared about Blake Bortles. This is a game we should win. So if we go into this game and lose this game to these dudes, it's just like, okay, how much longer, Jared, we got to deal with this? How much longer you going to keep believing Jason Garrett is going to take us to the promised land? You made that asinine quote a couple days ago that absolutely Jason Garrett can take us to the Super Bowl. What the hell else are you going to say? No, you need to say reality. Absolutely not. Jason Garrett is not going to take us to a Super Bowl. Stop trying to fool us any longer. It's not freaking happening. It's okay to start over because you have a talented team. It'd be different if you had players that were not talented and then we'd be thinking like, yeah, we got another 5 years of this crap. But our team alone has talent to win games. If you get the right coach and get the right type of mindset, it can change things. I'm not listening to everybody talking about, well, Jason Garrett ain't out on the field making the plays. I get that. But at the same time, when Romo was here and other players were there, the same thing kept happening. So when are we going to finally start blaming coaches? Players make mistakes, but how long are we going to not blame a coach?
Appreciate you guys checking us out again. This is Silver and Blue Nation. We're doing the live stream pregame show right now for this Jacksonville Jaguars game. We will be here for the post game as well, so make sure you check back in. And we're here every Sunday. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you guys go check us out there. Go visit silverbluenation.com, ebsnonline.com. I mean, you can find us all over the place. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. If you want to listen as well, the podcast will be posted right after the game. Jop Young on Facebook says, James, you called it, bro. You said from the beginning Hearns will be a non-factor. So there you have it.
I mean, we signed the guy, but did we really think he was going to ball out this year? And some people have corrected me. I didn't see all the game. Okay, Josh Allen got hurt, but at the end of the day, okay, I knew Amari Cooper went out with the concussion, but at the end of the day, Josh Allen, they still are the Buffalo Bills, okay, y'all? They still are the Buffalo Bills. They're not going anywhere. They're not doing anything, and they almost won. That's what you need to look at in your head, okay?
Patrick Mertz jumps in, says our offense is too predictable. That's for sure. Patrick, thanks for that comment. Robert Chavez says Jacksonville 32, Cowboys 14.
There's no way Jacksonville should score 32 freaking points on us.
Let us know what you guys think. What's the score going to be? What's your bold predictions? We got about 10 to 15 minutes left here before we jump off and get ready for kickoff. So leave us your score and bold predictions down below in the comments. Watching on YouTube and Facebook. You guys are on YouTube over there. Give us a big thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you're on Facebook, give us a share. We'd appreciate that too. And again, make sure you check back here with us for the post-game show. And I'm going to jump over here to YouTube for a sec. I know we're just kind of bouncing around, but so many people leaving us comments. We appreciate
y'all.
We got to make sure we get some special people in there. Janiqua Russell, who is a proud patron of the show, as you can see above his head on the screen right there if you're watching. Support the nation, patreon.com/Silver Blue Nation. Janiqua Russell is a patron. She says, how many sacks you think we're going to get tonight?
Well, considering Blake Bortles got sacked 4 times, we should at least get 4. But will we? Here's the thing that I'm sorry to jump off of that, but you know how we look at teams like when we play Russell Wilson, right? He had 6 sacks against him last game. He was one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. We didn't do anything against him. So I'm not jumping on this thing that everybody else sacked him last week. We should come in and do the same thing because right now we're the Cowboys. We don't do those type of things. That's what we all need to understand, folks. Like, let's stop living in some fake world. When we're predicted to do something, we don't do it. You feel me? That's the problem with us. This is a game we should win. There's no way in hell the Jacksonville Jaguars should score 30 freaking points on us. I'm not scared of Blake Bortles. He should not do anything. He's captain check down once again. He's going to throw those flare-outs out the backfield. He's going to throw those small slants over the middle. He may go deep, but he's not the most accurate guy. You put pressure on him, he's going to do dumb things. But let's watch out. He can run the ball too. He's not the greatest passer, but he can scramble. This is just a frustrating thing. This is a game we should win. This is a game we should win, hands down.
Over back here on our YouTube comments, we got Mike Gons commenting with us. Trey Craig's been in there. Thurston Howell. All you guys say prime time. Appreciate you all watching and tuning in every week with us. Just a few more comments from our YouTube watchers. If I can find a couple here. Do you have anything over there?
I just got I got pretty much everybody commenting on, a lot of people are giving the Jags the win.
That's what I'm
I see a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people giving Jags the win.
We have our Cowboys fans are not very confident right now.
Not very confident, but what gives gives you any reason for you to be confident? And I got one last disclaimer. Just because you're a Cowboy fan, you're saying the Jags will beat you, doesn't make you not a Cowboys fan. I get tired of us having to always have to reaffirm our Cowboy love after we lose, and then you bash the team for a little bit, and then everybody tries to call you in the year. You ain't a real Cowboy fan because you talking about our team. No, actually, I am a real Cowboy fan. I'm a deep real Cowboy fan, and I'm going to talk real about the Cowboys. So if they're not winning or they're sucking right now, I'm going to say our Cowboys suck. You understand that? If you don't like hearing that, bye.
Dino keeps jumping in our Facebook live comments with the hashtag Dak is whack. So a lot of people
Dino been hating
Dak.
Dino been hating Dak forever. That ain't nothing new.
Over here on YouTube, Gaming with the Foxy Pirate. You gotta love these YouTube names. Says we'll win 17-10. So Big Game James will not go off tonight.
I'm trying not to.
The best pre and post game shows in the world. Cowboys.
I'm trying not to.
Hey, we appreciate that compliment.
Hey, I'm trying not to, for real. But if we lose like this, and if Blake Bortles comes in there and throws for like 300-400 yards, yeah, I'm gonna throw this. You're gonna hear a rant.
Let me read off some of these score predictions. Mike Gons says 6-14, and it sounds like he looks the way he posted that. He's saying the Cowboys lost. Thurston Howell says Jags 21, Cowboys 6. So no one has confidence in this offense today. Wayne Spann says 32, Cowboys 32, Jags 14. So
there we go.
There's a winner for us. Say Prime Time says TJ Yeldon is scary. Let me me see. And then he also says 35-34 Cowboys win. And then Smokey says, what's good, Big Game James, producer G. Appreciate you, Smokey.
I like the
checking
name.
us
Smokey!
in and commenting with us.
Smokey. I mean, like I said, nobody in their right mind wants us to lose. Nobody, all us deep Cowboys fans, G, you a Cowboys fan. Are we not trying to sit there, we want to lose? No, we don't want to lose, but we're tired of this. We're tired.
I'm thinking about what's best
tired.
for the future at this point.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know, when your grandparents say, boy, I'm tired. I walked a long journey and I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired. It's 25 years. I'm tired. When are we going to have hope? Do you really think when you have the outlook of the season, when you got Jason Garrett there and you're sitting back thinking, do you really think we're going to go to the Super Bowl, or are you just hoping? You're just hoping. That's what you are. And that's just the truth. You're hoping, but deep down inside, you know Garrett ain't taking us nowhere. You just have that false hope. You just want to believe, just like when they have faith. When you go to church, you have faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
We talked about this before, too. Like, I kind of wanted to make my own article or a piece on this as well, like how Jerry Jones is all about the money and not winning. He's all about – he loves to meddle in success. Anytime there's ever been any type of success for the Cowboys, he
wants
has
to
meddle
jump in and say he did
Jimmy
it.
Johnson starts winning. What's he do? He jumps in and messes it up. Bill Parcells comes in and creates a good team, and we start starting to look good. And
he goes against T.O. and he didn't want him.
Yep, and then and who knows if Bill Parcells even wanted to start Romo as soon as he did? You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of probably decision from Jerry on that one too. So every time we go to have a little bit of success, Jerry has to dabble in it, and it seems like he always just messes it up.
Well,
and it's just frustrating.
I mean, I don't know, y'all. Y'all can believe it if y'all want to. I've been here 40 years with them boys, but at the end of the day, I told y'all before, Jerry Jones is like the Al Davis now. He's not going to win another championship under his reign. The only hope we have is that Stephen Jones transfers and gets something under him, but we ain't winning another championship under Jerry Jones, y'all. And y'all can believe it if y'all want to, but it ain't going to happen.
All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes till kickoff, so I'm going to go ahead and read through a few more of your score and bold predictions. Xavier Giles on YouTube says Cowboys 28, Jaguars 14. Aaron says 13-24, Jags win. Claude Johnson says 31-14, Dallas. And Honcho Sacramento Cowboys says the best post-game rants, Big Game James and producer G. So there we go.
I don't want to have those, y'all. Just so you know, I don't want to have a rant. I want to have a happy rant. I want to yell and say, how about them Cowboys? But damn right, I'm not happy right now. And, man, let me tell you something. If we play this damn game, we play these Jacksonville Jaguars, and Blake Bortles is scrambling and throwing long bombs on us. Oh my God, I'm going off because he is straight hot trash garbage.
But, hey, win or lose, make sure you guys are checking back in with us when the game is over, because we're going to be right back here on Facebook Live and YouTube. So make sure you jump back in, and because we're going to sit here, win or loss, we're going to be with you through it all. So you guys better check back in with us right after the game is over. Jop Young on Facebook Live says 24-21. Brett Maher with a walk-off win. Will Richards says Cowboys will win today, 10-6. And he also says the Cowboys game's not on in the Columbus market, so we're going to have to look into that.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if we got any more score or bold predictions in here. Robert Chavez is funny. He says Dak to Ramsey for 75 yards. Okay.
Robert Chavez goes ham on Dak. That's
funny.
another person goes ham on Dak. I like Robert. He's cool.
Then Jop says hashtag Dak will prosper. So you see you got a division here.
Jop has always been a Dak. He's been a Dak backer since day one. And there's some people that's going to back Dak no matter what, and there's some people that's going to hate on him. That's what it is. But you know what? Some people hate on Dak because they're Romo lovers, and that's just the truth. You never got over Romo. You didn't like how Romo left, so you're going to always watch for Dak to fail, and you never want him to succeed and prosper, and that's just the truth. And then there's the other side where Dak still needs to get better. So at the end of the day, this is on Dak Prescott as well. He has to get better, but I don't know what the solution is. I know one solution is getting the hell rid of Garrett. Please get rid of him. I can't say get rid of Jerry.
Thurston Howell on YouTube says no glory hole for us, but I still want you to have some.
You can have some glory hole.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it was. So having said that, I want me some glory hole.
There's your glory hole.
Jerry Jones is a Libra. and I'm a Libra, and I know a little bit about you, but please, you're messing up my sign right now, Jerry. Like, Libras are dope. You're making the Libra the bad name right now, Jerry. Like, if I say you're a Libra and I say that Libra, they might start hating me, Jerry. You're not making it right. You gotta make it right, Jerry. It's okay. Like, we're not gonna fall off if you fire Garrett, dude. Stop believing we are. We're not falling off if you fire him. Stop being scared to do it.
Paul Sandoval says Cowboys 16-13. Philip Nicholson says James is a jinx for Dallas. So, hey, some people believe in some superstitions.
Hey, it might be. If I'm a jinx, get the hell off this station.
Shell Sharp says we need Romo. So let me go ahead and bring this up then, because we kind of talked about it before we get off here. If Romo were to be available and he says he would want to come back, would you want him?
No.
Let us know why, and let us know in the comments too why or why not.
I don't want Romo coming back because I want Romo to enjoy a happy life with his kids, and he's doing great in the booth with CBS. Stay there, Romo. Don't come back here to Dallas. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't you come back here, Romo. It's a trap. They're going to throw them knives in your back so quick. They're going to hate you. If that offense doesn't run smooth, they're going to dog you and disrespect you so bad. Don't you come back here. Don't you fall for it, Romo. Stay the far away. Keep commentating and be safe.
You could argue that they wasted his career.
I don't know what they did, but I don't want him coming back because Romo don't deserve that crap.
That's what I'm saying. You can make the argument the organization has wasted his talent.
They wasted his talent. Maybe they wasted his talent in some failed years. You keeping Garrett as your coach, but at the end of the day, I don't want him coming back in any form. Yes, he has a great mind, but I just don't want him back in Dallas, man. It just seems like people who come back in Dallas don't do good well.
I think that we just seen over the last 2 years of his career, that 15 and 16 season, that even when, I mean, he did look sharp on that last drive against the Eagles when he came in, but he seemed like a little bit different. He was definitely more fragile and like he would get hurt, real easy. So I think he probably would have ended up just getting hurt again.
I mean, that's the thing. We all look at it like this. Like, it was a messed up decision probably back in the day in 2016, but at the end of the day, would Romo really have made it? He played one preseason game and played, one series and got hurt for 10 weeks. What would lead us to believe that if he came back healthy that year, he would have made it through?
Cowboy Legend says he's going live. Much love, y'all. Appreciate you checking us out, Cowboy Legend.
We appreciate you.
He must be doing a in-game reaction or something. So, hey, you guys could maybe check that out if you'd like on YouTube over there. A lot of people in the YouTube comments saying Romo for offensive coordinator.
Nah,
I would like him as a quarterbacks coach maybe in the future or something.
I don't want him coming back.
But
stay away.
Yeah, I mean, but I know he probably does have a great relationship with Jerry. But
and to keep it that way. Some people just don't need to come back. He got a lot of abuse here. Just stay away.
JD Kersey says 20-16. Hopefully it's the Cowboys.
We got a lot of hoping.
Rodney Gay says not posting a score, just hope we get the dub.
Yeah.
Robert Chavez says 9 years of Garrett, no more.
I mean, everybody's fed up right now.
It's just kind of what you said too. What you were getting at earlier was that basically, if we don't want Garrett no more, we're just going to
lose games. That's the only way he's not going to be here.
There's got to be a stretch of games, a stretch of bad areas. As long as you're winning and losing and winning and losing,
he's going to be here.
You're going to always be, all right, well, you won, so you're good. Okay, you're bad. All right, well, you won next week, so you're good. That's what I'm saying. We're due for a win today. What's up, Ryan Drab? Thanks for checking us out.
Hey, remember, G, we talked about this is the even year. He always does better at the even year, but we'll see. This is a critical game. Is this a must-win game, G?
Yeah, at this point in the season, you fall to 2-4, and you got the Redskins and Eagles looking over you. Yeah.
Must win.
Yeah.
Must win.
Yep. Because it's looking like right now, though, it's going to be the Redskins and the Eagles pulling away with this thing if we can't get it together. Right now, though, it seems like every year we get this opportunity where, like last year, the Eagles wanted to be 13-3. You know what I mean? But this year they're going to be like 9-7 and still win the division. Yeah, and it's like
somebody's going to win the division at 9-7.
We can never capitalize on that opportunity. It seems like every year that happens for us. So last year, they're 13-3, and then we're 9-7, which is probably good enough, but then it's really not though, because they're 13-3. So, but
now
this year
it's
they're going to have a
year
down
in
year.
the NFC East, and we still don't take advantage of it. That's the discerning part. Whenever there's an opportunity, that's the keyest point, G. Whenever there's an opportunity for us to always take a hold of something, we never do.
Well, folks, let's hope and pray that we have a good game from the Cowboys today. Let's go ahead and let me give a couple shout-outs before we do our final score and bowl predictions. Mark Dare says, preach big game. Jamie Blanco Rangel, thanks for tuning in and your comment. Darren Woodard, Marcus Scheimer, all you guys leaving comments on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate all of you. Again, check back for the post-game show. If you missed anything, you can rewatch it here, but I'm sure you're all about to tune into this game. So let's go ahead and get it out there. Bold predictions. Go ahead with yours, your score. And
David Irvin's returning today, so let me give something bold for him. 2 sacks in his return. Offensive side of the ball, I'm going to say Cole Beasley has a breakout game, gets 8 catches for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What was the score?
Score for the Cowboys, 20-17 Cowboys.
Man, this one is tough for me. I don't even know how. I'm with the guy that said he didn't even want to give a score.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. I'm just throwing it off my head because you forced me.
You never want to say the Cowboys are going to lose. You never want to pick against
But you
them.
feel like we're going to lose, don't you?
Beastie says on YouTube, his name is Beastie. He says 44-7 Jags. Wow.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
That would be bad. And you know what? I could see blowout happening if we can't get that offense together.
Thank you for the birthday
Like
wishes.
I said before, all we need is a little bit of offense today. We got to score over 20 points. If we don't score 20 points, I think it's going to be tough to win this game. Because we talked about their receivers, their weapons. I think they will score more than 20 points. So I think we're going to have to. So I'm going to take the Cowboys 27-24. And I'm going to say my bold prediction will be the defense scores a touchdown today.
Who? Just anybody?
Anybody.
Okay.
Some way, somehow, the
Nobody
defense.
on the offensive side of the ball today?
What you mean, for a bold?
Yeah.
Nah. Nope.
Because you have no confidence in this offense, pretty much.
I mean, the only thing I can say.
Just tell the truth.
I mean, Zeke is, the only good thing for me.
Right. So we don't have any confidence in this offense.
Okay, I'll give you one.
All right.
Rico gets a touchdown catch.
There you go.
There's my bold.
Bold prediction.
All right, guys. Appreciate everybody who checked us out, tuned in with us for the pregame show. Again, make sure you check back for the postgame. We'll be right here with you, win or lose, and make sure you guys come in so we can talk it up together when it's over. So enjoy the game. It's getting ready to come on, and let's go Cowboys. And that's Big Game James.
That's Producer G Voltron. We'll see y'all soon. Make sure y'all tune in postgame.
Check back.